Hi everyone, thank you for tuning to Ask Amber. For those of you that have returned, I am grateful for your continued support and I'm grateful for the feedback that you guys give me. Again, remember I have stage fright, so bear with me. I'm working on this video after video. For those of you who don't know, I'm Amber. This is my channel Ask Amber. I am a medium and I am also an intuitive reader, and I have stage fright, so I'm working through this. Um, I use a melanated tarot deck, and amongst other things. So I also do pick a card readings. I also have a surprise for you guys throughout this reading, so stay tuned. I'm going to pull the first card. Today is Tuesday, July 23rd. I am just doing a reading to see what is going on. I just want to know what is going on. Yes, so our first card is the Papa Gourd card. And with the Papa Gourd, it's like, oh my gosh, such masculine energy. So we may find ourselves like, us as women craving a masculine energy, or the men may find themselves being more in tune with their masculine energy, like working on things, or just getting in tune with self. The next one is the Nine of Gourds. Like, we have to remember where we came from. We have to remember who we are as an essence. The next card is the Queen Mother. Us women, we have to remember, despite whatever goes on, we have to remember to always keep our crown on our head. Like, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what goes on. We have to always be cool, calm, and collected, just as the Queen Mother is. And even though we go through what we go through, we just have to persevere and keep our crown on our head, and our heads held high, despite whatever goes on. Here's the Star card. The Star card, a lot of messages come through. First of all, at night, the stars shine brightly. So we may be going through tough times, but remember, the stars illuminate the sky. And here is a woman that's basking in the light from the stars. And she herself, we have to remember that we are stars. Like, we are stars here on earth. Like, we're awesome. Like, we have to remember that always, to keep our self-confidence up, to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves spiritually and mentally, and to not let the darkness get to us, because there is light even in the darkness. Here's the Ten of Blades. We just need to be careful of what we do. Like my godfather says, what we do, who we do it around, what we say and who we say it around, what we say, how we say it, and who we say it to. So we need to be very careful this week about things being said or done. So we should just be treading lightly, and less is more. Here is the Four of Staffs. So less is definitely more in regards to that card. Here's the Young Staff card. So it's like, someone may take what you say out of context, and it may become a huge problem later on down the line. Here's the Ace of Coins card. So we must always, just keep our eye on the prize and be aware of our goals. And if we don't have any goals, we definitely need to set them, and we definitely need to have like a 3-year, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9-year plan. We definitely need to sit down and start mapping things out. This is what this card is talking about. Here's the Five of Staffs. We definitely need to have things in order. Here is the Temperance card. The Temperance card, we are treading lightly. We are being at peace. There's a lot of things going around us right now. Mercury is still in retrograde. So we are still, like, the energy that's going on is crazy. Like, a lot of energies are surfacing. Things that you didn't know you thought, or ways you didn't know you felt, is surfacing. Here is the Five of Gourds. And with the Five of Gourds, how about a lot of the fingers are cut off. So we have to be careful of making the wrong move or the wrong decision at this point, because the energy is definitely intense. Here's the Nine of Staffs card. Again, we need to get things in order. We have to get things in order. We have to slow down and get things in order. Here's the Little Staff card. If not, you're going to find yourself without quite a few things. Here is the Mama Blade card. When the Mama Blade steps in, that's time to get it done. Like things have to get done, and she is stepping in to get it done. So old projects that are sitting and waiting, please, pick them up, because there's money in those projects. Those projects are profitable. That if you finish them, they will lead to bigger and greater things. We know this. Here is the universe, right? The universe is talking to us, telling us things. We have to listen. We have to be in tune. We cannot second guess ourselves for 1 minute. A lot of us, including myself, we second guess ourselves, even though we know what we heard and we know what we know and we know what we felt. We second guess or we make excuses. We can't do that, because here's the little coin card. It will mess up our coins. We cannot second guess things, and we just we have to listen. Here's the Two of Gourds. So one gourd pouring into the next. We have to get our affairs in order, because, the first project leads to the next project, and, blessings flow. So here is the Mama coin. Exactly. We're talking about blessings. So, get our affairs in order for our money to get in order. Here's the Papa staff, right? These are our affairs. Like, we have big projects and things coming up, and here's the Eight of Gourds. One project will possibly need 8 smaller steps, but once you recognize them and just realize that they're necessary, and we have to just keep our eyes on ourselves and our eyes on the prize. Here's the Four of Blades card, right? And when you see these Four of Blades cards, they're marching in order. They are in sync. They are walking in order and marching in order. Again, telling us that we need to get our affairs in order, because when it comes time to prove ourselves, the proof is in the pudding of what you've been doing all that time. And this reads necessarily true for me as well. That's why I am studying my Meijis the way that I'm supposed to be studying them, and I am studying my characteristics the way I'm supposed to be studying them, because when my card gets pulled, it's either you know it or you don't. Nobody is going to hover over our backs to make sure, that's nice, for people to hold us accountable. And I definitely think my my Oba and my Oyabumi, and I think Ifabukumi, they definitely hold me accountable even for this. And they don't hover over my back, but every now and then they slip in a question to see if I know the answer, and they just try to keep me on my toes and on my game, because that's what life does for us. And I'm saying the same for you. Like, whatever it is that you are supposed to know that you don't yet know, or what you think you're supposed to know, well, go ahead and know it and figure it out, because life is going to try to test you, and I want you to pass, just like I want to pass. And our next card is the Three of Coins. And, the 3 is particularly rings true, because, 3 is the number of creation. I'm trying to fix the lighting. 3 is the number of creation. And 3, messages. So we need our money to be right. We need our messages to ring true and to be accurate. So that's why we have to stay in tune and stay in touch with things. I'm trying to fix this so the lighting as well. Here's the Hermit card. So when the Hermit card comes up, it's like there's so much pressure. It just makes us want to turtle or hermit ourselves. And we cannot do that. It's a natural, reaction to want to turtle when the pressure is on, because the pressure is definitely on. Here is the Three of Blades pointing towards your face, right? The pressure is definitely on. Like, I don't know if you feel it, the heat is on. We have to, heat is definitely on. The pressure is on. Our next card, the Lover's card. Oh my goodness. So as far as our love lives, my gosh, let's go here. The more, right? The more comes, the more is a young energy. The more comes to bring the darkness to the light. So the more is coming, and it's like, attention. It's commanding attention. So you may be finding out things that you didn't necessarily know your other one felt or thought. You may be finding out things that you didn't know you thought or felt, because the more steps into our love lives. And our next card, let me get it. What did the kid do? Is the Chief card. Oh. The Chief, when it comes in terms of our love lives, it's like enough is enough already. The Chief wants things in order. The Chief wants things to be exact and fair. Almost like a judge card or a justice card. The Chief card wants things fair and exact. So in our relationships, we may be feeling that things are unequal. We may be feeling that we're giving too much and receiving too little, or, it may be the other way around, so you have to check yourself. Maybe your spouse is feeling that they give too much and receive too little from you. So definitely check yourselves, or else, here's the Young Gourd. The Young Gourd is like, just issues, and it's a young energy, and which turns to the Justice card. Like I said, balance. And that with that Young Gourd, let me go back and revisit the Young Gourd card. The Young Gourd with that young energy may surface as like pettiness in the relationship. Pettiness, and we definitely, with the Justice card, we need effective communication, and we need a way. This is why you have to know your spouse and know your partner, because you need to know, how do I communicate with that person? Sometimes, or what are they saying to me? Sometimes their pettiness from the Young Gourd, that energy, their pettiness is coming off as aggressiveness or emptiness or distance. So with the Justice card, you have to figure out your partner and figure out how to effectively communicate with them, because here's the Nine of Coins. And the Nine of Coins card, she has her hands on her hip and money is flowing all around her. So as far as relationship wise, and once you master the communicating with your spouse effectively, the relationship will be well. All will be well. The Six of Blades. Now, you guys, it's like, I don't know if you guys planned a vacation, or you guys plan to go somewhere that hasn't yet happened. You guys should be the Eight of Staffs. You guys should go and try to revisit that, because the vacation is definitely well needed. The Four of Coins, excuse me, what is going on? The Four of Coins is like, money-wise, things are not that great, but for the sake of health and sanity, you guys should go, because here's the Two of Coins. It's like, if you don't, your relationship is going to suffer, because you guys didn't take that vacation that you were planning on taking. Here's the Papa Blade card. So when the Papa Blade comes, he's coming to cut through shit. He's coming because the mom couldn't do it. The little blade couldn't do it. One through all of the rest of the blades couldn't do it. So Papa Blade is coming. So you guys have to get whatever issue that is not yet settled. You guys have to get that under control. You have to take care of that, because life is too short to be holding on to things in your chest. And here's the Moon card. And this is what I'm saying again. Like, we have to address the issues that are at hand, whether it be in our love lives or even in our friendships, our families. Like, we have to address the issues that are at hand. Here's the Moon card. And, wow, this energy is powerful today. So the moon comes, and the moon illuminates the sky. It doesn't matter what is trying to hide. The moon sheds light on it. So that's what I'm talking about as far as issues within the family, friendships, love life, within yourself even. You cannot hide it. The moon is going to illuminate them. And here's the Shaman. So it's like don't pretend that nothing is going on or nothing is wrong. Like, you've pretended long enough. And this message, like, applies for all of us, I'm sure, or, some of us that want to be honest, right? Like, we can't pretend that nothing is wrong. We have to address things head on. Like, instead of talking to, I'm just going to name names. Instead of talking to Lisa about Shamika, just talk to Shamika about Shamika. Like, you don't have to go to Lisa and Amber to talk about Shamika. Just talk to Shamika about Shamika. Like, that settles things. Instead of creating gossip. Because here's the temptation card. What is choking me? Oh my goodness. So instead of worrying about gossiping, don't do it. Like, it's gonna cause a bigger problem than the sun. Right. It's gonna cause a huge problem. So do not gossip. Like, it is gonna be the problems is gonna be so big, it's going to be blinding. The 8 of Blades. Peace will definitely come if you do decide to gossip. Eventually, peace is going to come over a situation, eventually, but it's about causing the problem. Here's the Mama Gourd, the huge problem, you see? So it's like, don't gossip. Just talk to whoever you have to talk to about their issue that you have with them. I'm going to do a pick a 3 card real fast and think of a question that you have in your mind. And I'm going to pick 3. So the first one is yes, why you should. And this is the 8 of Coins. So this tells us why it's a good idea to do whatever, which is maybe buy a new car, buy a new house, go get your hair done, go get your nails done, your eyebrows like I'm in need of, go treat yourself to something, go buy a new outfit. This card tells us, yes, it's a good idea to go do that. The money is there, and it's just on a positive note that is a good idea. The no card is the 10 of Coins. So you may be thinking that you need to, whatever your question was, but it's like, no, because it's just too costly. It is too costly. Now, don't go back and change your answers because yes and no appear the same. Yes is yes because the money is there and you deserve it. You see, it's on her head, right? So if you want your hair done, you want to treat yourself, it's on her shoulders, the money. No, because it's too many hands, too much money, it's too costly, too risky, too expensive, too much work. To anything, right? Don't do it. So I know they look confusing, but they look the same. 2 different readings. And the reason why you're still on the fence is because the 6 of Gourds. So when the 6 of Gourds comes, you see there's 2 people, something in the middle, which is flowers and who knows, maybe a mural, a painting or so. But the 6 of Gourds, you should wait it out and see what other options surface. Just wait for a second. That's why you didn't pick yes or no, because you're still on the fence. You're still waiting for signs to come and ring true. So I'm going to finish the reading. I want to know, what we should be doing, which is the 6 of Coins. So we should be getting like creative. We should be doing things that speak true to our heart or whatever. But things that speak true to our heart, like whatever we're desiring. Maybe it's like I should be painting, maybe I should go roller skating, maybe I should, whatever you feel like you're craving. But it's like, I don't paint and I don't roller skate and I don't knit and I don't sew, but I'm craving, like, I want to do arts and crafts. So when that 6 of Coins comes up, it tells us to be creative. It tells us to be hands-on and to listen to our intuition. And here's the 9 of Blades card. Because a lot of us are dealing with just things inside, that are not healed. So by doing so, it'll give us time to heal ourselves. Here is the 2 of Staffs. We have to heal ourselves, people. We definitely have to heal ourselves. It's vital to our progression as a person. It is vital to our progression into fulfilling our destinies. We have to heal ourselves. Like, we cannot ignore those hurts or those pains that we're hiding, and we're just burying and dumping things on top of. Like, we have to address things one by one. Here's the mama staff again. Like, this is talking about like a huge root issue, that has to be dealt with. Like, you have to figure out constructively and effectively and with, peace and respect, how are you going to deal with that situation. Some of us, may need professional help because it's like bigger than us. Some of us may be able to reach out to our spiritual elders. Some of us may be able to work it out ourselves. But when the mama staff card comes up, it talks about a big, deep-rooted issue, which is beyond us, and we're definitely going to need help for it. So I know if you've been on the fence about worrying about if you should get help or not, or seek help, the card is telling us to definitely seek help for that big issue that it could be childhood issues. It could be issues from, marriage, just unclosed doors and things that are not like unsettled past differences that you are carrying with you. That's why I love Erykah Badu's song Bag Lady, because it's not just bags she's talking about. She's talking about the baggage that we're carrying. You heard her say you're going to miss your bus dragging on them bags like that. You're going to miss your opportunity to progress forward because you're carrying too much baggage, dragging all those bags like that. She said nobody ever told us, but all we must hold on to is us. That's it. Like, we cannot carry mom, and we can't carry dad, and we can't carry everybody. We have to, like my godfather says, number one law, self-preservation. We have to worry about ourselves, and if we're not good, we can't even help anybody else because we're not good. So if you haven't heard that song by Erykah Badu, Bag Lady, go ahead and check it out and think of the spiritual connotations that it brings. Don't just think about the physical bags. Think about spiritually the baggage that we're all carrying. That song is one of my favorites. And I just want to close us out. Here's the Rider card. Remember, you are standing on the shoulders of your ancestors, right? You're standing on the backs of your ancestors, however you want to look at it. But it's in our blood to hold on and to persevere, because if it weren't for them, then we wouldn't be here. If it weren't for our ancestors, we would not be here. So we definitely know how to ride the storm. We definitely know how to ride the wave. We know how to do these things. Even if you think you don't know, you definitely know. Here's the strength card. Come on, like, it's telling us we have the strength within us to ride through, to persevere, to come out on top. Doesn't matter what the problem is. It does not matter. The Four of Swords tells us it doesn't matter what kind of problem we have. We can have 4 different things going on at one time. Problems with our children, problems with our love life, problems at work, problems within ourselves. It does not matter. We will always come out on top. Here's the 3 of Staffs. This 3, creation, right? Messages. Here's the little gourd. Like, we have to remember, like, these problems really are small in the midst of everything. They really, really, really are small. Here's the Tower card. It may be a lot going on in your life, but we just have to categorize things. Here's the 7 of Swords. In line. So these are the problems, but we just have to get them in line and prioritize. Here's the 10 of Staffs. Exactly. In line, knock them out one by one, and that's okay, because the next one is going to come up. Here's the 7 of Blades. You're ready. You're ready for this. Everything you need to accomplish and defeat whatever you have going on, you have within you. It's already on your back from your ancestors. You have it. Here is the Ace of Blades. You, yourself, are all you need to get through. Forgive the lighting. I don't know. If I sneeze, the freaking light changes. So, here is the 2 of Blades. Don't think any less of yourself. Just remember that you have everything that you need within. You have to quiet yourself, and you have to listen Ta-da! The emerging card, which tells us we have everything that we need from within. You know, this lamb that the emerging one is carrying is not just any lamb, right? It is carrying the truth, it's carrying the light. This is emerging out of the darkness. So that's why what I'm saying to you, that everything that you need to progress forward and to conquer all your enemies and be victorious is within you already. Here is the young blade. Don't think of any less of yourself that you don't have the tools that you need, because you definitely have the tools that you need to conquer. And here is the 5 of coins, which tells us that you will be prosperous and blessings will come in, and everything will just pan out the way that it's supposed to pan out. And here's the death card. So the death card, when this comes up, it is not about death of a loved one or death of anything like that. This is death of those problems that we were just talking about. So you will be victorious in your quest to conquer your problems if you do just as the card said, which is to align your problems, prioritize them, and to remember that everything that you need to become victorious, you have within you. So that is the reading for today, Tuesday, July 23rd. I will be following up with a reading from Spirit Chronicles. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Peace and blessings always.